All right. This is my second Langstroth on this side of the land, and then I've got another lands in the front that I just caught that swarm with that we're going to install that swarm today. And again, that came from this hive that just swarmed without a freaking queen cell. So um, hopefully my microphone is working because I had some issues with that recently. Take full videos with absolutely zero sound, which is frustrating. Not that anybody really watches, but if they did, they'd be laughing. Funny side note, earlier this week when it rained, I came out here and sat in that bucket behind me here, and lo and behold, it was full of water. I'm actually really impressed at how docile these bees were. All the bees, compared to what some of them were when I got them brand new, pretty chill. Hopefully my Bluetooth stays connected here. I'm just grabbing a super. And again, for this hive, we're going to add a super most likely. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. They were bearding yesterday, and I just think that they are probably ready, just like the other hive. This queen is less shy. Check the mic is on, and it is. This queen is less shy than the other one over here. So hopefully I'll see her. But boy, that other hive, the other Langstroth hive over there, whew, I mean, I'll probably need to go get another super to put on here in a couple days. Because at the rate they're growing, they're just going to have a ton of bees. We have a lot of things coming up right now. We have some wild rose. We have OCA dogwood, however you say it. We just had a huge bloom of choke cherry, which is rock solid, and we haven't even gotten into our vetch. This whole field will be full of purple vetch here in probably the next week or so. This hive was bearding yesterday. It was 87 degrees here yesterday. It was super hot, which is so funny because it's not today. Very warm here yesterday, and I took pictures. All of my hives were bearding. Always look on top, make sure your queen's not on there. I don't see her. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to weigh this one, then I'm going to pull it. I'm getting better at spotting my queen, but I'll tell you, it is a gift, and it's something you should work on if you're beekeeping, because it is a challenge. Oh. Okay. So this one's only 12 pounds, so the other one was significantly heavier. Yeah, 12 pounds. So this one's 24 pounds, so it's definitely behind that one. And I can already see it's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 frames of bees. I don't think I'm too early to add a super, but I could probably go either way on this one. Looking downstairs, though, they got a lot of action down here. And more than anything, I'm looking for any signs of swarming or, any concerns like I had on my other hive. This one's kind of light. I should have weighed it first, but a little bit of cap brood in the middle. honey, but a lot of it's consumed. I can already tell this hive is lighter in weight than the other hive by a fair amount. So the second frame has some honey, some pollen stores. It has some brood still emerging, but I don't see any eggs. This is capped brood, but I'm deaf, so I have to watch everything on YouTube with closed captioning on. And the funny thing about watching beekeeping videos is capped brood does not show up well in closed captioning. It's either cat um, something or, it's not capped brood by any means. So this has some eggs in it, has some larvae. She's definitely been down here, but it's not what I would call full. There's emergency queen cell right here, but it doesn't have anything in it. This hive's been notoriously pretty chill. This one's laid out, so they're fixing to cover it. It's all eggs and larvae, but no cappings. It's already been hatched out, so not surprised. But she's been down here recently. We have capped brood and some larvae. I got some eggs. All great signs. This hive's doing really well. We got a bunch of pollen in the middle there. It's interesting that this hive has so much pollen in the center where you'd expect there to be more room for brood. I don't know why they aren't moving that. Again, wall to wall, pretty much capped brood, really good brood pattern. A lot of drones. I got some really dark drones, and then I got some really light drones. So there's definitely a mix in here. This has capped brood and some larvae on it. Looks like we're getting ready to have some drones, but I don't see any queen cells, which is great. Other than the emergency one I saw, but it was not loaded. And again, this hive is just super chill. Like they're just really docile. I love them. This frame is still not even fully drawn out, but again, all pollen, like right in the middle. I don't really get that. That shouldn't be. Backside of this is all capped brood and larvae, and you can see that milky white larva right in there. Hopefully, let me put it there for a minute because I always move it too fast. See some waggle dancing. It's a good frame. It's just weird that they're putting all that pollen right in the middle of the brood chamber, but I'm letting them do their thing. So if they want to clean it out, they can clean it out. Yeah, again, ton of pollen right in the middle of this thing. I might flip this frame around. This is all honey, or all nectar. Yep. Okay. So, I think I'm going to flip this frame around though. And the only reason I'm flipping it around is because pollen should be to the outside and brood to the middle. And they have it kind of backwards there. I'm trying hard not to manipulate my frames too much. this year because I always seem to like checkerboard and do all these tricks and yada yada yada, and I don't know. I just feel like sometimes I'm going a little too hard to the paint trying to be the perfect beekeeper, and instead I just need to be a beekeeper. All right. So, did I weigh that one? Yes, I did. Maybe I did. No, I don't think I did. So the bottom box here, we'll weigh in at 13 and 7. And 14.1, so 27 pounds on the bottom, which is pretty good. I'm going to go back and look compared to last week because this one seems a little light. Upper box here. And then just given the amount of brood they have up here, I think I'm still going to add a super, mainly because next week I'm out of town for a few days, and I don't want them to run out of room and swarm. I won't be here to catch it. I try to come out here every day and just look in the trees and see, and sure enough, earlier this week, Wednesday, I walked out here, and lo and behold, in the tree back here, it just looked like a bunch of bees were grabbing a drink, and we'd had a rain on Monday, so I just kind of assumed that's what it was. Nope, big old ball of bees. This is all honey and nectar that they have brought in, so it's a mix. They've been drawing this one out, but it's not all the way yet. But I don't see any eggs or anything. Very few bees on this one. I could probably wait a week. Oh, this has eggs up here. In fact, she could be here. There's an emergency queen cup. No swarm cells. But this one's laid out. So this is going to be all larvae here in a couple days. Or all capped brood, I should say. So yeah, I could walk out here, and sure enough, lo and behold, I got a freaking swarm of bees sitting in my tree. So I was going to let them naturally select their home, hoping that they'd pick one of the 6, hoping that they would pick one of the 6 swarm traps I have in the nearby area. And then my wife reminded me that if I lost them, I would be really upset. This is wall-to-wall capped brood on both sides. Oh, there's our queen right in the middle. You see her? Which is good because she's right next to a frame that she could lay out. So that's gold. Told you she's not shy. She's a good looking queen and she's doing good work. Yeah, I'm going to put a second box on here. That's all capped brood and cell, but again, nothing in it. Look like they're getting ready to swarm, so I'm going to put that box up here and see if I can't draw some of them up. They do look like they're getting ready just in case, because there's a lot of potential queen cells down here, but none of them have anything in it. Some drone brood, all good. And this is all nectar, and it's all fresh nectar. So this is all stuff they're bringing in. So yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead with my plan. I'm going to drop a super on them. That way they'll have it if they need it. It'll give them room so that if they get all this brood gets hatched out, they don't get freaked out and try to swarm. Lord knows I'd like to make a couple of these Langstroth hives make it through the frickin' winter, or make it through to winter. I have yet, except for on one hive, made it all the way to winter with the same queen that we started the year with. Either they swarmed, I had a laying worker last year. I mean, just, it was like one thing after another. Okay. Now, my only problem is I don't use queen excluders. I hope she doesn't come up here and lay. But if she does, it is what it is. Come on. Off. 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 All right, well, that's her. So I got supers on 2. We stole eggs and brood from one, put in another. Lord almighty, these animals.